American accents are familiar to us, and English accents sound smart to us. What do you think the Australian accent?
This is the thing. If there was a fire in the building right now, right, and there was a British accent that went, "There is a fire in the building, please leave the building," you'd all get up and run and think that. But with my voice, if I just went, "There's a fire, everyone, everyone, you're in a lot of danger," you'd be like, "Oh, he'll be okay."
You're one of those broad-shouldered men.
I am. I'm large.
Well, you're a real man.
Yes, Australian.
That's the official term.
I once went in for an audition and the lady was like, had all these vitamins and stuff on the table. I don't know what that has to do with it.
Sure.
And she went, "So where are you from? Where are you from?" And I went, "I'm Australian." And she goes, "That's good. Don't like the British ones. They're too girly." She was like...
She offered that apropos of nothing.
She goes, "You can say what Mel Gibson, whatever he said, doesn't matter. He's a real man." In Texas, you can open carry a gun. You can have a sniper rifle, which is not a protection gun in any way.
Right.
No one's ever sat in their front yard looking through a thing, looking at something 4 miles away and thought, if this guy keeps coming towards my family... And you can open carry a machine gun in Target, but you can't open carry a chainsaw. That would be ridiculous.
Right.
You can't walk into Target with your chainsaw and go, "This is my protection chainsaw. I've got this chainsaw to protect me and my family. The only way to stop a bad guy with a chainsaw is a good guy with a chainsaw." I wanted to do like a ride along with some police in Britain because it's funny because they don't have guns. They're really just guys in cars with sticks. Just running around the suburbs like, "Stop it, I've got a stick. And I've got a bit of pepper spray, so don't kick off because I'll pepper and stick ya." And then like some of the elite cops in Britain have like tasers, but they're like, "Whoa, they brought in the tasers."
Hold on, let me
every
charge it
cop
up.
in Britain has less weapons than a standard person walking the streets in America, right? Well, the night before I was meant to be on your show, I was masturbating, and when I ejaculated...
Wait a minute, all the guests do that.
Yeah. When I ejaculated, blood came out, and I thought, that's not good, right? And then
Wait a minute, just hold on a second. You can't just launch into this.
There's blood shot out.
This is horrifying. What do you mean?
I was Jackson Pollock painting something. It was just blood just shot out of the end of my penis. And I remember being concerned, but I had to get up early in the morning to do my show, so I was like, I better sleep. Stressful sleep, right? But then when you wake up in the morning, you think, I have to check if this is going to happen again. So I had another wank.
You had another wank?
That's a hard one to get aroused for, knowing that you might have blood coming out the end of your dick, right? So I did it again. Blood again, Conan. Twice, right? And then over the course of the day before I was meant to be on show, one of my testicles swelled up into the size of a grapefruit. And I thought, best that I don't do Conan's show. Because I couldn't walk. It's like, you ever use like those space hoppers, that blow-up balloon that you hold the 2 ears when you're a kid?
Yeah?
That's how I looked, but I only had 1 ear to hold on to. And I ring up my manager and I said, I met the lady who cast all of Martin Scorsese's film, and my manager isn't high enough up in the company. He goes, I can't talk to her. She's too big for me, but there's someone in the office who can, right? And the big person in the office rang her up and said, I hear you just met Jim Jefferies. And she's like, what a delightful young man. I've never met such a charming young man. She goes, I want to screen test him. I think he's a star. He's got it all, right? They ring me back. They go, she loves you. And I'm like, brilliant. Whole life made, right? And then 5 minutes later, I get a phone call. They go, she just watched some of your stand-up. She's not interested. Oh, well. So... you won't be seeing me in a Martin Scorsese film anytime soon. I can't imagine there's ever going to be an Australian character in Goodfellas 2. Just walk in like, bada bing, bada boom. Oh, g'day, guys, what's up? Who are we killing? I once did another show that was similar to this show. I went to say it was Lopez tonight. Yeah. Anyway, so it doesn't exist anymore, so who cares? And the other guest was Justin Bieber, and I was just sitting backstage, and it was me and the Biebs must have been about 16. Super nice kid, and his mum's the same age as me because she had him at like 16 or something like that. And I'm sitting there, and I got an 11-year-old niece in Australia, so I go, look, I never do this to anyone, but can I just ring up my niece, and if you could just speak to her for just a second, I'd be the greatest uncle ever. And he said, sure, anything for a believer. He said it, right?
That was great.
Yeah,
I love that.
So I got up in front of him, put the phone on speakerphone. I rang my niece Sam in Australia. It was like midday there, and I said, "Hello, Sammy. It's your favourite Uncle Jim. Now, I know what a big Justin Bieber fan you are." And she goes, "I hate him now. I like One Direction."
And he's standing right there. He can hear the whole thing.
And I was like, "Well, he really wants to talk to you." He was super cool about it. I think it had happened to him before.
You got things, you have cranberry, you have stuffing.
It is stuffing. The stuffing does my head in. I don't even bring stuffing up. Because everyone's got like a grandmother or a mother, and they're like, "Dude, my mother makes this stuffing, and it is literally my favorite thing in the world. And she only makes it one day a year." And I'm like, "Is your mother an asshole?" You just said, what? You've just said it's your favorite thing in the world.
Yeah.
Favorite thing in the world. Why isn't every Tuesday stuffing day? I fed him chicken. I cooked up some chicken.
Oh, you cook chicken. That's a good dad.
I'm a good dad. He likes chicken, so I made him some chicken, and then I fed him the chicken, and I ate some of the chicken as well. And then, like, we went to bed. He went to bed at like 9. I went to bed at like 11 or something. And about 11 o'clock, he wakes up just screaming, "Dad, Dad, Dad." And he's holding his abdomen because I gave him food poisoning, you see. And he's crying. He's like, "I've never felt so much pain, Dad." And so he goes off to the toilet. I just watch him. He's shitting himself. And it's weird. It's weird when you're 4 because you think, well, this is me now. This is how things are from now on. It's never going to get better than this.
He just thought he was going to spend the rest of his life on a toilet.
Oh, he just thought he was dying,
Yeah.
right? And I said, "You're going to be fine, mate. You're going to be fine." I gave him an Imodium and a Tums to settle his stomach and a baby Tylenol. And I said,
Now, you're overdoing it with the meds. Just take it easy.
I let him come and sleep in my bed, and I gave him a cuddle, and I said, "You're going to be all right, mate." Anyway, an hour, about 2 hours later, I wake up and I start shitting myself. It took a bit longer to go through my system. And I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm just shitting myself. I'm like crying. And then he walks in holding his teddy and his hair's all fluffy and he's in his pajamas. And he looks at me and he goes, "We had a tough night, didn't we, Dad?" America does everything. You're the only people who don't use the metric system, which is stupid because, like you should work in Celsius. Freezing point is 0.
Yeah.
Boiling point is 100. It makes sense.
It does make
right?
sense. You're right.
Your number is it freezes at 27.6. I don't know, right?
Yeah.
But it's ridiculous. Whatever you're doing, the putting the month first.
Yeah.
The month, the day, and then the year shouldn't do that.
Oh.
Should be the day first. Then it should be the smallest amount, the medium amount, and then the largest amount, right? Because the day's the most important thing, right? When someone asks you the date, you don't go July. Right? You should put the most important bit first, right? So today's the 12th, right? I don't even bother doing it. I still stick to me guns. I thought I was coming here in December. I'm not going to do it. I'm sure I've ruined many contracts in my career.
Is there a God?
No, we're both atheists, aren't we? You don't look like an atheist. You look like the lead singer of a Christian band.
I'm not an atheist. I'm kind of open to lots of things. Atheists, I like them. I enjoy that as one of the options.
I think the problem is that a lot of Christians believe that atheists, that we're just going to be animals and we're going to be bad people because we don't have any restrictions. But, you know, life is just try not to be a That's all life is. The first day I meet George Lazenby, I'm sitting next to him and I thought, I've got to ask this question. And I said, "George, you ever the Bond girl?" And George went, "Oh, it'd be easier to tell you which ones I haven't."
What? No, really?
He said, "It'd be easy to tell you which ones I haven't." And then he goes, "They all come to the conventions." So George hasn't had sex with these women in their prime. He's had sex with them in a Motel 6 with all their headshots around the room. George has got to be the only, not even Timothy Dalton shows up to the conventions.
So you think he's the only Bond that goes to the convention?
Yeah, and
Sean Connery isn't going to the conventions.
He's somewhere an 80-year-old.
Oh, for God's sake! Come on! I just kicked the
plan over.
What are you doing?
Is this why?
This is why we're not friends.
Science tells us the more talented you are, the more likely you are to get away with a crime. It's called the fame to blame ratio. As you can see here, labelled in the no jail area, all the celebrities that we loved. And the celebrities down here are the celebrities that we didn't love enough. Our favourite sandwich enthusiast, Jared. Just as creepy, not very talented. My son's a loser, is what I heard. No, he really is.
Why?
His best friend.
In the darkness of the night, a flicker starts to glow. A beacon in the shadows, a light that starts to flow. Illuminating pathways where once there was despair. In the depths of obscurity, hope begins to flare. Like a flame in the wind, I ignite from within, casting rays of brilliance, banishing the din. With each step I take, I brighten up the way. In the realm of shadows, I become the day. I'm the light in the darkness, the spark in the night, guiding lost souls towards the morning light. Through the tunnels of uncertainty, I'll be the guide. For I am the bearer of hope, in me dreams reside. In the labyrinth of life, where shadows dance and play, I'm the ray of sunshine, turning night into day. With every glimmer I cast, I unveil the unseen. In the tapestry of existence, I'm the golden sheen. From the darkest corners to the highest peak, I'm the radiant glow that even shadows seek. With every flicker, every beam I emit, I dispel the darkness, I never submit. I'm the light in the darkness, the spark in the night, guiding lost souls towards the morning light. Through the tunnels of uncertainty, I'll be the guide. For I am the bearer of hope, in me dreams reside. In the symphony of life, I'm the crescendos rise. In the canvas of the universe, I paint the skies. So let the darkness tremble, let the shadows flee. For in the heart of radiance, I'll always be. I'm the light in the darkness, the spark in the night, guiding lost souls towards the morning light.
His mum. Like, if you meet any guy who's like, oh, I love my mum, she's like my best friend, that's a freaking loser, right? But he still lives at home, hasn't moved out, loser. Have you got kids?
No, I don't have any kids.
Oh, it's an exciting way to ruin a relationship. When the girl stops breastfeeding,
Yeah.
her tits go like rock hard.
Kind of like a Tempur-Pedic mattress.
It's
You could put a glass
You
of
could put
wine.
on one and punch the other one, and the line wouldn't.
Yeah.